Professor Liu is going to teach you how to do the basic concept, Java SoloLearn from lesson 4.1 to 9. Okay, let's do it right now. So, at this lesson, we're going to learn how to use input. Okay, this is actually in chapter 4. Chapter 4. So we don't see this yet, but SoloLearn is a good uh, lesson to give you the overall all concept. So I like to use SoloLearn to learn it, a general concept. Then we go to a textbook to learn it. When you want to use the user input, that's user type something from the keyboard, you must use a library called scanner. Okay, and when you type scanner, the your system will automatically import java.utility.scanner, right? So in order to use the scanner class, this is how you do. Scanner, that's a class. Variable, new scanner, system.in. This will be chapter 4. We just need to learn it. Okay. So there are several different ways here. We are going to learn this. We're not going to learn too much, but we're going to make sure everybody understand. If I want to read integer is next in. I want to read the decimal number is next double. I want to read a line is next line. I only want to read a word is next. So these 4 things I need you to remember. Okay? So next integer, next double, and next line and next. And one more time is scanner and variable equal new scanner system in. So this line is the stable. You must do it. Alright, so right here, right now. So you need to drag here right now. So what's a library? You need to use it. Drag scanner here. And these can be anything. Okay? But we usually put input. I usually ask students put input. New scanner. This is like the way to create object for Java. It always, a class, object, new class. And this is the parameter. Okay, so next line means I want to read a line. Okay, did you finish that? Okay, let's continue. All right, then let's go on. I want to do 5.1 right now. At the 5.1, I'm coming back to Java provide a rich set of operators to use in manipulating variables. A value used on either side of operator is called operand. So these operand, like your mathematics, plus, minus, times, divide. The only new thing is modulus. Percentage sign, that's modulus. So arithmetic operators are used in mathematical expression in the same way that's used as algebra expression. Alright, so fill in the blank. If that's integer, whatever equal 5. This is addition. So the plus sign operator is same thing like you do mathematics. The difference from mathematics is you do the result at right hand side. For the Java programming, your result should be on left hand side. And these two, the input is on right hand side. So these are the two examples. You can just do number, or you can do a variable plus number to variable subtraction. Alright, so you can do more than two operands too. Alright, so addition. So we want you to add these two numbers. Same thing, just add. And put the this so 2 plus 4 will be 6. The solution will put a result, and if you print result, that's 6. Times and divide. Times is asterisk. Divide is forward slash. The thing is you must pay attention is the forward operator, alright, divide one value to another. And this is integer division. Integer division. So here, so what happened is if that's integer division, is that right? So they will truncate. So it will be truncate the decimal number. So if I do 10 divided by 3, I don't get 3.333. Instead of I get 3. Alright, I get 3. So in order to get that I have to put a point here. You understand? I need to put point. Let me put a point here. Point 0. Sorry. You need to change this point 0 or either number, put a point. Change either number to decimal number. Okay? Because decimal number has higher priority. So if you want decimal number, you can use double to retrieve. Okay? So far, okay? And now next. Alright, so now division right here. One more time. So 15 divided by 4. So let me do 15 divided by 4 for you. 15 divided by 4 is 3 times, right? And 12 and 3 and point 0. You probably found 7 and 2, another 0 and 5. So this is 3.15 divided by 4. But if you put slash, it's just going to give you 3.73. It's not going to give you 3.75. So if you want the decimal number, you cannot just put integer. Maybe why you want to put is a double. Okay, 1 must be a double. Alright?
Also, Professor.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You have to mention that it truncates. It doesn't round to the nearest number.
Very good.
Yeah.
Truncate, not round up. So 3.75 is not 4, it's 3. It's truncate. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. So your TA always know how to tell you important thing to remember. There's a new thing you need to remember. It's called modular. Modular. This is looking for only remainder. So these math operation perform integer division, just integer division. But what they do is they don't care about the quotient, only check the remainder. For example, right here, one more time, I have 23. Now I have a 23 and divide by 6. I probably want to do 3. So I give myself 18. Then I don't need to continue divide. Do you understand? I look for remainder. Alright? So remainder will be 5. So dividing 23 by 6, returning the quotient 3, fine. But remainder 5. So the answer modulo that is 5. The reason we use modulus is to group. So if I want to group 6, no matter how number is big, 5,000 some. If you want to divide to 6 group, you modulus by 6. So the remainder for that will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You use that to group. And we use this to do the casino game a lot. So at this moment, I just need to memorize this right now. Is looking for the remainder. All right?
Yeah, it's just basically it's just a remainder.
Just the
Like
remainder.
using modulo, yeah.
Yeah. That's good. All right, so let's continue. So right here, a divided by 5. So the answer is 3. And one more time, let me show you why answer is 3. Because a divided by 5 is 1 time. All right, and the remainder is 3. So one more time, modulus. Percentage sign means modular. When you modular, you look for the remainder. Okay? Understand that? Alright, so let's continue. Alright, we done another one right now. And let's go down to next section. So, we're going to let you practice by yourself. You have how many? 15 days free to try it.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's a pro, so
Yeah, it's a pro, but you have 15 days to try. If you out of that 15 days, because I've been teaching this for years, I'm already out of 15 days long time ago. All right, so we move on here. And we are going to learn something very, very useful. It's increment and decrement operator. So it's more convenience and compact way to decrease the value of variable by 1. For example, if you do x equal x plus 1, okay, you can do plus plus x or x plus plus. All right, the different thing is this. If you do plus plus x, all right, you do plus plus x. What they do is they plus first. They plus first and display. If you do the number x plus plus, so what they do is they will display first. They will display first. Then they will plus. They will increment the value. Okay, so we do this. Normally we do plus plus, but be careful. Depend on what you want to do. Okay, now let's see here. So fill in the blank. We wanted to print 11. All right, so you have to plus first, then print. So you plus plus. All right. Next, we're going to see the different of plus plus first or plus plus later. So the prefix and postfix may be used with both the increment decrement. So with prefix, the operator appear before the operand, while the postfix operator appear after the operand. The different thing is this. If you do prefix, the value will be increased first. All right, the value increase. So 34 plus that, so now it's 35. So y will be 35. All right, so it will be increased and displayed. The value of x now is 35. So if you're going to display, the y will be 35. Postfix is after you finish all this, everything done, and I'm increment by 1. Okay, that's postfix. So the variable, the value is first using that and later increase. So 34 and now it's 34. But after this line will be 35. All right.
basically prefix happens right away and then postfix happens at the next line.
That's That's a perfect way to say it. I told you he's a very smart.
And then I think we use postfix more. We don't
Yes.
use prefix that much. So.
Yes, because we really don't want to alter our value. So we don't do the prefix that much. Because prefix will alter your value while you do your code. So we do postfix more. That's right. Yes. Okay. All right. So right here, what's the output of following code right here? Now it's 14, and here if we do postfix, right? So the value should not be changed. Still 14, right? And we do this more often. All right. So let's learn assignment operator. So equal sign is called assignment. It's not equal sign. So this is the most confusing for programmer students. Because as you saw equal sign is compare. No, equal is assignment. All right. So we're going to learn something else too. We're going to learn something else too, and is assignment and plus the other operator. For example, right here, I have a number 1 is 4, number 2 is 8, and I'm going to do number 2 plus number 1 add together and put number 2. The only problem when you then we can make this a shortcut is num2, and so there's no equal, then we just put one operand plus equal. The only requirement for this, the only requirement is this: in this equal sign, assignment sign, the left operand and the right operand has to be exactly the same. Otherwise, you are not allowed to do that. You see that? Okay. Same thing here. We have number 2. We have number 2. So we have that. Then instead of 2 operand, we use this. And you may ask me why we need to do that. Alright, because for programmer, we really compete with the time. We need to simplify your code as much as possible. In mathematics class, if you don't simplify, you get points off. But in our class, in our field, you don't simplify, you lose your job. Because a little bit thing increase the time, and your program will take time to display the result. Think for yourself. When you use any application, you don't want to wait. Your customer don't want to wait either. All right. So if you can use one operand instead of 2 operand, you will use one. Okay. Then we continue, and same thing right here. All right. Fill in the missing part. There's a y equal and print y, and right here print 13. Okay, so that way we cannot do anything for that. Let's do another one here, and we are going to move on to do 7.1 string. Alright, so a string is an object that represents a sequence of characters. So more than one character, a sequence of characters. For example, hello, that string of 5 characters. SoloLearn, so this. So you are allowed to define empty string, then just put quotation, nothing inside. That's an empty string. Alright, when you need to do that, you need to have a string class. And you assign hello as the content. And this will be print hello.
In this case, you could just put string next to, you could take out line 1 technically and put string on the second line.
Yeah, you can do that.
It's the same thing, so
it's
yeah.
Good. Alright. So, alright, very, very important is when you do the plus sign, the plus sign for the arithmetic, you just add these two numbers together. But the plus sign operator between the string, you add this number together, make a new string. So we call this concatenation. You put them together, make a new string. The result string is the first string put together with the second string. For example, first name is David, second name is William. Alright, so you put them together. If you don't put a space in between, you put David, William all together. Alright, one more time it tell you, okay, a char is a single character. That's not a string. String is more than one. Okay, more than one. Alright, so what statement is regard to the char type is true. So that's a character. Hello should be a string. Okay, we use string to store. We don't use a numerical value. That's integer or decimals or double. Okay, now we finish that. We need to go on to do next one will be our 8.1. It's okay. So for this one, we're going to declare two variables. Integer print their sum. So integer 4, another integer, and you print their sum. So that will be easy. In every Java programming, there must be a method called main. That's in your main program. You must have that's the most important method. Okay, and we are going to do this. All right, so we have a string name, and name is assigned as David. So system.out.print name, so it will print David. Alright, so next thing here, we are going to see the time converter. You need a program to convert days to seconds. Alright, so the given code take the amount of days as input. Then you convert the second for that. So for example, right here, I need input, right? So whenever I need input, I need to scanner. So you need to type scanner, and this will be object name. You can call scanner, you can call input, you can call peri input, anything. This line is you must be like this way. Only the second word is optional based on the object you like to name it. Alright, then because we say integer, it has to be integer days. We want to get user thing, right? So because that's integer, and here need to do next in. Alright, that's a rule. I want the integer has to next in. Now I want to be a second, right? So that a day has 24 hours, and an hour has 60 minutes, a minute has 60 seconds. So you do this, will give you that much seconds. The new thing you learn here is you learn a new library, is scanner. Scanner. The scanner library has the default argument is system in. And you learn it, you want to read integer input, you do that object next in. Alright? So these will give you your lesson.